The cafe was on the west side of the park. It formed a triangle between the otherwise quiet, tree-lined streets that would disappear when its rolling glass doors opened in the morning. Coffee beans and humidity wafted through the busy, tightly placed bistro tables and all the way down the block, just like it did in Paris or New York, but this was only a Rust Belt city. Her petite silhouette contrasted against the bright blues of the tiles of the bar. A casual black sundress exposed her tanned back, gleaming in a hazy sunlight from the yoga session next door. Her dirty blonde hair, which normally came down just beyond her shoulders, was pulled up off her dewy neck in a messy sort of bun, and her bangs stuck slightly to her forehead. Her dog, Zuzu, an unusual mix of collie or Aussie and golden, lay contently at her sandaled feet, unhooked from a green leather leash that hung loosely over the side of a tote bag marked AD. Thunderclouds ahead tempted sunrays painting a pink morning sky, but a good summer rain was her favorite. It was Saturday at just 9:03 in the morning. She set aside her neatly filled notebook, unconsciously twisting the diamond-banded ring on her right hand, the way she always did. She looked over at her empty plate of eggs and then down into the cup of her usual dark roast, its perfectly formed heart, now beginning to dissolve. She paused, but only for a moment. As she closed her eyes to take another sip, a familiar scent washed over her, something of amber or peppermint, as the delicate breeze carried it through the salted air and the wispy strands of her golden hair grazed across her cheek. She thought it to be only a memory, her writing still lingering in her mind, when no sooner, a cool hand pressed gently upon her shoulder. Breathing in, she turned, with an uncertain smile, toward the well of the bistro, and found herself looking up into a pair of piercing blue eyes, set on the familiar face of a boy in the body of a man she used to love. She felt the blood drain from her, as he casually said, "Millie? I thought it was you. How long has it been? 15 years. The sky rumbled softly above them. Time seemed to freeze. Her mind raced backwards like an old tape. 20 years to the day they met and every moment thereafter, rapidly recounting all the times he made her cry, and how he once apologized, and how she once forgave him, remembering his words and how they, just never connected. She surprised herself by thinking this way, and no later how, this couldn't possibly be in her story anymore, not after everything, not after all this time. Deep in her heart, this moment had been something she had once imagined, sure, something at one time she thought she wanted, but something that had also broken her up for years. She didn't know herself then, she reasoned. She didn't know what would happen and how much life would change, or all of the things she would have to go through, and how.